On to beat Cloudland by the final 41-22. Hancock County over North Green 34-8. On Warrior Hill last night, Happy Valley came out fired up, and so did the Chucky Doke Black Knights out of Afton. The Warriors would strike first on fourth down in the first quarter when the quarterback Noah Stevens decided to do whatever it takes to get into the end zone. The somersault, the head just as good as the feet. Warriors led 7-0. Second quarter, more from the Warriors when Matthew Bong goes over the right side, leaps over one guy, then carries another into the end zone for the touchdown. 14-0
Warriors get some of these kids on the high jumping team right now.
They probably all on the track team. Black Knights finally get on the board when they hand off to Evan Mervin, and watch the determination to get into the end zone for the score. Extra point was no good. It didn't matter. Happy Valley won last night 14-6. Other scores, it was Jellicoe beating Oakdale by the final of 39-6. Jesse.
Chili Howie tonight, the Warriors hosted the Scarlet Hurricanes. That's a name right there, from right up the road in Marion. And it was a defensive struggle early on this one. Marion, they're going to string together a couple of Warriors right here. Wow, just swarm tackling right there. But Marion was pinned deep in their own territory when the snap goes over the QB. Colton Blevins' head. He picks it up in the end zone and just chucks it. You can't be doing that, Kenny. You're a quarterback. You know you can't be doing that. That'll make it 7-0 Chili Howie in the first. And honestly, it would be a great game between these two, but Chili Howie would come on top 46-26, and a big win by Patrick Henry. They're going to take down Castlewood 41-6. Now, because of the Appy League playoffs, Virginia High hosted Tazewell and Emory Tazewell at Emory Henry tonight, and the Bulldogs were up 35-7 in the third when QB Gavin Nunley keeps the ball himself, and he's going to race to the end zone. And he's got a blocker. Actually should pitch it. And once you get the faster guy behind you, Ken, you know it's all gas and no brakes. 69 yards to the house makes it 41-7. And later in the third, the Dogs, it's Chancellor Harris fields the punt inside his own 20. Usually when you field it inside the own 20, it makes it bad news, but not when you're this kid right here. He's going to break a couple of tackles and circle back around and head up the left sideline. 85-plus yards to the house. He's got reservations for 6.
He probably ran 200 yards.
Look at the cheerleader. Everyone's going nuts. I'd be going nuts. I'm going nuts right now.
He's probably still running.
So that's just 6 points. He chalked up as many yards as he possibly could get, but just 6 points. Great score by him. The Cards are going to get back on the board as QB Gage Richard hits Hunter Wright on the 40-yard TD score to make it 48-14. But that won't be enough because Tazewell's going to win 55-14 over Virginia High.
This game's canceled. One of the teams didn't have enough players.
You know, you and I could suit up, right?
Oh, well, yeah.
I mean, throw on a wig, maybe shave a little bit. We'd be all
as
good.
big as I am, I'd go both.
Come on now, that'd be a good time.
Same time.
We got 11 down right now, and still 3 more to go, including Gate City on the road against Richlands. But first, this is Abington Marching Man to help us take us to break.
I've been here over 30 years. I have never heard of Chili Howie. I've never heard that school.
I'm hungry. I got food on my mind. That's it right
there.
there.
Falcons taking on the John Battle Trojans with less than 5 minutes left in the half. Walker Osborne hands off to Bryson Denton. On the sweep, he runs it in for the first score of the night for the Trojans. PAT was good. Falcons up 21-7. With a little under a minute to go in the first half, Jacob Hutton tossing up the pass that was tipped and tossed up, which found Jaden Booth's hands that landed. The Falcons 3 extra points before the end of the half, making it 24-7. Shortly into the third quarter, Jacob Puckett hands off to Martin Lucas, who battles his way through some defenders into the end zone as we go to the scoreboard. Falcons went on to win by the final of 45-14 over John Battle, with Twin Springs beating Northwood 30-14. East Montgomery in town in Damascus tonight. The Holston Cavaliers welcome the East Montgomery Eagles from North Carolina. Holston was up 16-6 in the second when Josh Ezell takes a handoff, goes 9 yards for the touchdown to make it 24-6 Cavs. And after an Eagle fumble, the Cavs would strike again before halftime. Austin Ferris takes the ball around left end, drives into the end zone from 7 yards out to make it 32-6 Holston right before the half. And we go to the board. It was Holston rolling over East Montgomery 53-26, and it was Union over Lehigh tonight 41-7. Jesse.
We got Gate City and just an amazing game right here, and the Blue Devils and Blue Tornadoes. So, battle of the Blues. That's what we got right now. So, Richlands, Levi Forrest kicks a 59-yard field goal. 59 yards. I can't even make a 20-yarder. This kid's booting 59ers. But this ball's going to be intercepted by Sage Webb, who's going to take it to the house. Can you imagine that? Breaking one tackle. Now he's going to zig-zag and get all through that offense, I should say defense, offense, whatever way you want to look at it, because he's going different ways to be flagged. But that touchdown's going to put him up, and Richland, Gate City right here. Camera's getting a little loose right there, but I can tell you this much, it counted as a touchdown right there, 6 points count, no matter if you can see it or not. But Gate City will take down Richland 34-29, so the Battle of the Blues goes to Gate City. Now Thomas Walker takes down Cumberland Gap 35-12, and that would be a good game as well. Now, why Central and East Side? We don't have a score for that. Kenny, you got a great memory. Do you remember seeing that?
I don't remember the score.
All right, well, let's hope it was a good game nonetheless. Now, Grundy, they took down Twin Valley 28-8, so a good win by Grundy. Now, Tug Valley, they dropped down to Hurley 22-14. Well, just a battle right here. Fort Chiswell takes down Rural Retreat, and it was definitely not a retreat for Rural because they fall by 1 point, 15-14. Now, George Wythe. Is that how you pronounce it, Kenny? You got to get right. All right, there we go. Radford. Radford's going to beat George 45-23, while Bluefield beats Graham 41-27. Now Honaker, they beat Lebanon, shut them out 14-0, and another goose egg here as Mitchell County takes down Concord 56-0 as well. Now Kenny, it's about chili. So if anyone has a good chili recipe and they want to send it our way when the fall season starts getting going, we got you right there. But that'll do it for our football coverage tonight. But if there's a score highlight you missed, then log on to our website, WJHL.com, shortly after the show. When we come back, Kenny will have a wrap on sports from the state. Stay with us.